In this video, we're going to discuss how to take your horse's vitals. We'll start with temperature. It's one of the questions we ask most commonly if you're calling in and your horse is seeming a little bit off, is what its temperature is. So it's important to know not only what your horse's normal temperature is, because some horses will vary in what their normal temperature is, but also to know what is abnormal. So we're often asked too where you can buy a thermometer to take your horse's temperature and what type of thermometer to get. Horse's temperature is very similar to a human's temperature, so any rectal thermometer you can find at a human pharmacy will do. We recommend getting a fast read one, especially if your horse is a little fidgety. Horses' temperatures can only reliably be taken rectally, however. So Shelby, our barn manager, is going to demonstrate how to safely take your horse's temperature. Usually stand about at their hind quarter. If you're right-handed, it's usually easiest to stand on the horse's left side. You want to be close enough that you can feel what the horse is doing, but not so close that you're going to be in the way of a kick or something like that. We stand facing back their hind end, and if you're right-handed, to use your left hand to gently raise the tail and maybe lift it a little bit to the side. With your right hand then, insert the thermometer gently into the rectum and very gently press the thermometer up against the rectal mucosa and make sure that you're not in a fecal ball or something like that. If your horse is a little bit antsy or is clamping their tail, sometimes it helps to just gently stretch their hindquarters beside the tail and work your way to the rectum. A horse's normal temperature will be approximately 37.0 to 38.5 degrees Celsius, and there's a list of the normal range on our website under the horse owner section and frequently asked questions. Another important vital to measure on your horse is its pulse, and this is most easily taken with a stethoscope, which Shelby is going to again demonstrate for us. With the stethoscope, you locate approximately the point of the horse's elbow and press the head of the stethoscope firmly against the body wall. You often have to press the head forward towards the horse's head to locate the heart. Sometimes you'll have to move the head of the stethoscope either up the horse's barrel or down a little bit. Horse's heart rate is quite slow. It's approximately 40 beats per minute, and so you have to pause to ensure that you are in the right spot and not just missing the beats. Also, it's very easy for owners to double count a horse's heart rate, so you have to be sure to listen for both the lub and the dub and count that as one beat. And again, with their slow heart rate, it will sound like lub dub, lub dub, lub dub, and it's quite slow. Horses can also have a normal variation on that called a gallop rhythm, in which there's 3 heart sounds, and it will sound like lub dub dub, lub dub dub, lub dub dub, and all of that is counted as one beat. You can also, if you don't have a stethoscope, determine your horse's pulse by palpating along their jaw. So to do that, in approximately the middle portion of the jaw, run your fingers along the inside of the lower jawbone, and you'll feel a little cord coursing from top to bottom under their jawbone. If you just rest your fingers against that point, you can pick up their pulse and count it from that location. To determine your horse's respiratory rate, you can either count breaths at the flank or at the nostrils. We often assess their mucous membranes too for both color and capillary refill time. For the capillary refill time, press firmly just above the teeth onto the gums until the gums blanch, and then record how long it takes for the color to come back into the mucous membranes. Horses' mucous membranes too are often quite pale compared to other species, so unless they are truly white, it's not as much of a cause for concern as it is in, say, a dog or a cat. To determine your horse's gut sounds, you want to listen at approximately the level of the flank, and both in the upper and lower quadrants on the left and the right sides. So as Shelby's demonstrating, you listen to both the upper and the lower quadrants on left and right. And I would listen for 30 seconds or even up to a minute to be able to hear all significant noises.